Hello guys, welcome to Learning with Prep Class. I am BC and I am a prep class tutor. In this video, I'll be solving questions 91 to 95 of the AKWA Pre-Vocational Studies Agricultural Science for the year 2015. Please subscribe to this channel. This is where you can get more videos like this that will help you in preparation for your examinations. Okay? Now, let's begin. The first question is question 91, and it says, which of the following is not a source of financing farm produce? A. Agricultural bank. B. Agricultural credit scheme. C. Cooperative societies. D. Insurance scheme. So for us to be able to choose the correct option, we need to know the meaning of each of these options. So the first one is agricultural bank. What is an agricultural bank? An agricultural bank is a type of bank that provides loans for farmers and charges them less interest than other types of banks. So this is a source of financing farm produce. Okay, the second option is agricultural credit scheme. This is a special credit intervention fund by the government for agricultural loans. So this is another source of financing farm produce. Okay, so what about cooperative societies? This is an association where farmers pool their resources in certain areas of activity for the promotion of their common goals. This involves production, giving out loans to their members, and so many other activities. Okay, so cooperative societies is also a source of financing farm produce. Then the final option there is insurance scheme. Insurance scheme is a system or business of providing financial protection for property, life, or health against specified contingencies such as death, loss, or damage, and involving payment of regular premiums in return for a policy guaranteeing such protection. So insurance scheme is not a source of financing farm produce. Okay, so the correct option here is insurance scheme. Which of the following is not a source of financing farm produce? Insurance scheme is not a source of financing farm produce. So the correct option here is option D. Check. Question 92. The organism which serves as food to the fish in a pond is called dash. A. Algae. B. Fingerling. C. Plankton. D. Tadpole. So which of these is correct? So the correct answer is plankton. Plankton are a group of marine and freshwater organisms that are non-motile or too small or too weak to swim against the current. The term plankton is a collective name for all such organisms. These organisms include algae, bacteria, protozoans, crustaceans, mollusks, and so on. So all these organisms serve as food to fish in the pond. Okay, so plankton is the collective name for the organisms that serve as food to fish and other large animals in the pond or in the river. Okay, so the correct option here is option C, plankton. The organism which serves as food to the fish in a pond is called plankton. So the correct option is option C. Check. Question 93. The average carbon dioxide content in soil air is dash. A 0.25%, B 0.03%, C 1.25%, D 1.30%. So which of this is correct? Okay, so the main constituents of soil air are nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide, which is also known as carbon dioxide. The average carbon dioxide content in soil air is 0.25%. So the correct option here is option A, 0.25%. The average carbon dioxide content in soil air is 0.25%. Check. Question 94. Reduction of 10 seedlings of pawpaw to 2 per stand is referred to as dash. A. Pruning. B. Thinning. C. Weeding. D. Spacing. So when you are reducing 10 seedlings of pawpaw to 2 per stand, what is it called? For us to be able to answer this question, let's find out the meaning of all the options here. So the first option is pruning. So pruning is the practice of removing specific portions of a tree or shrub, such as roots, buds, or branches that are dead or dying due to pests, disease, and lack of sunlight. It can also be used to refer to trimming for healthy plant development and aesthetic purposes. Aesthetic purposes means for beautification. Okay, so pruning is not the answer. What about thinning, which is the second option? Thinning is the reduction or removal of some plants or seedlings to make room for the growth of others. So Thinning is the answer because when you are reducing or removing some plants or some seedlings to make room for the growth of others, that is thinning. Okay, so the answer is thinning. But before we go ahead to choose the correct option, let's find out the meaning of the other options. The next option is weeding. Weeding is the process of removing weeds. Weeds are unwanted plants. Okay, so weeding is the process of removing these unwanted plants from the fields. Then the last option is spacing. From the name spacing, it is the process of putting adequate space between crops. This is required for plants to thrive and develop well. When crops are not properly spaced, they tend to compete for growth enhancement parameters like water, nutrients, and air. Okay, so the correct option here is option B, thinning. Reduction of 10 seedlings of pawpaw to 2 per stand is referred to as thinning. Check. Question 95, which is the last question in this video, says, which of the following is not a method of controlling pests? A. Quarantine. B. Fumigation. C. Trapping. D. Mulching. So which of this is correct? We need to know the meaning of each of these options to be able to find out which of them is not a method of controlling pests. So the first option is quarantine. Quarantine is a strategy of control to prevent the spread of pests and diseases. It covers all regulatory actions taken to exclude animal or plant pests or pathogens from a site, area, country, or group of countries. Okay, so when plants or animals are to be imported from another country to Nigeria, for example, there is a risk that these plants or animals may carry diseases or pathogens that could cause harm to our agriculture here. So governments or countries use quarantine services to protect their agriculture. So quarantine is a method of controlling pests. So what about fumigation? Fumigation is a method of pest control that completely fills an area with gaseous pesticides or fumigants to suffocate or poison the pests in that place. So fumigation is also a method of controlling pests. Then the next option is trapping. Trapping is the use of a device to remotely catch pests. So trapping is also a method of controlling pests. Then the last option is mulching. Mulching is a process of covering the soil between plants with a layer of material. It prevents water from evaporating from the soil. It protects the soil from wind, rain, and sun, and it also suppresses weed growth by blocking out sunlight. Okay, so mulching is not a method of controlling pests. Okay, so the correct option here is option D, mulching. Quarantine, fumigation, and trapping are all methods of controlling pests, but mulching is not a method of controlling pests. So the correct option is option D. Check. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're able to learn a lot. Please don't forget to like and comment on this video. Also subscribe to this channel to get access to more videos like this. You can join us on WhatsApp by clicking on the link in the description below. Till I come your way next time. Bye.